Hi, welcome to this part. We are looking at what's new in AWS. In today's video, we will look at lake formation on AWS GovCloud. Now, what is lake formation? Before we try to understand this, please subscribe and hit the like button. In a quick nutshell, this is how the AWS formation looks like. So you have all the sources here, and then you can use source crawlers, ETLs, cataloging, and so on. And finally, you put your data on S3 data lake storage so that analytics can be done on it. And who will do the analytics? These guys will do the analytics. Athena, Redshift, EMR. This is in a nutshell. Why we are doing this? Because we want to centralize the data. Now, in an organization, the data might be residing in silos. That is where your data resides currently. With lake formation, we will centralize this. So what advantage do we get? We can marry different data sets and get some new insights. For example, the finance and the sales data can be married to get some new insights. With lake formation, finally, where does your data resides? It resides in S3 data lake storage. When we are processing the data for lake formation, what data access and security policies do we apply? We do a cataloging and we create data governance kind of rules. So for example, which departments can view which set of data? For example, you are core working in finance. There is no need that you should access HR data and vice versa. Okay, for example, administrator will have more rights than a normal user. So how do we use lake formation? What is the process? In a nutshell, please remember, it is very easy. In a nutshell, we have a collection process. What do we do in the collection process? We collect and catalog the data. We go to different databases, we collect the data and we create a catalog. What are we collecting? Why are we collecting? Then we move the data. Where? To S3 data lake storage. So once we move it, we will clean and classify the data. Now you might ask, hey, the data is clean. It was already in use in a database. Why the hell do you clean and classify? We are cleaning because in order to be used centrally, the data has to be cleansed or harmonized, and then we classify it. How do we do it? We use machine learning algorithms. Remember, classification, doing it manually is a very time consuming task. You have to build machine learning algorithm. For cleaning the data, you can use this ETL data prep. You can use this like AWS glue or so on. Once you have cleaned the data, you have to secure the data. That means you have to apply security settings and access controls. And it is very important to secure your PII or sensitive data. So what is the advantage of using lake formation? After this process, you have a centralized catalog which describes what data sets you have and what is their usage, so that anybody who wants to use it, they can go to this data lake. It's like a lake, like a water lake. Anybody who wants water can go and drink it. Okay. Now what has happened is you have done this process. You have the data now. What to do now? You will use it for your analytics and machine learning. ML is not maternity leave. It is machine learning. What do you use for that purpose? Maybe Spark, EMR, Athena, Redshift, EMRs, so on. See, we understood what lake formation does now. Okay. Now what the hell is this new feature? This feature is available on GovCloud. What is GovCloud? It is an Amazon region designed to host sensitive data, US government data, military data, NASA data. So you have stringent US government security and compliance requirements, very stringent. Because if that data is compromised, people can attack that country. And you all know US considers itself the boss of all the countries. Now, which departments use it? So Gadkari's transport department doesn't use it. Boss, this is only for USA, not for you guys, you Indians. Okay. So the US Criminal Justice Information System, International Traffic in Arms Regulation, these are the departments. Department of Defense. Okay. For any military research that is going on, like creating robots to screw up some people in some other countries or to police them or create a false war-like scenario to accuse someone, you can, these guys use it. Who operates it? US citizens on US soil. If you are a US citizen staying in India, you cannot operate it. If you are a US citizen uh, doing some crap stuff in Bangkok, you cannot use it from there. Okay, you have to be in US soil, on US soil. Who can access it? Filipinos, Thais, Indians, Australians, French people, so on. You cannot access it. Only US green card holders and US citizens can access it. Even they have to go through a screening process. They have to pass that screening process. No criminal background allowed. Now, what is it capable of? It supports mission critical workloads. So you can build enterprise applications, you can do high performance computing, you can play with big data, you can have monster size storage and build disaster recovery systems. Now we talked about compliance. What compliance is required here? These compliance. This environment has to comply to these compliance requirements. These compliance are government compliant requirements. So guys, this is all about lake formation on AWS GovCloud. This is important for certifications, both solution architect, associate and professional, as well as AWS cloud practitioner or data advanced data professional certifications as well. Boss, this brings us to the end of this video. Stay tuned. I will post some more videos on the latest features. Does this supports other countries? No, it does not at this point in time, but in future it may. So what is your government doing? Where is it storing the data? It is storing it in private data centers. They have their own data centers. For example, RBI has its own data center in India. Example, Aadhaar card system and passport system has their own data centers. Indian government is very fearful of putting anything on cloud. Stay tuned guys. We will see you in the next video.